New York to Alaska, 5 hours. A journey that usually takes days could be done in the blink of an eye. This was the challenge, the allure that drew me in. Could modern aviation truly bridge such a vast distance in the span of an afternoon? I was determined to find out. The idea sparked a mix of excitement and trepidation. Excitement at the thought of traversing the continent at such speed, trepidation at the sheer scale of the journey. Packing became a lesson in minimalism. Every ounce, every item carefully considered. The day of the flight arrived, dawn breaking crisp and clear. The airport, a hive of activity, hummed with anticipation. I joined the throngs, passport in hand, each step bringing me closer to the steel bird that promised to shrink the map and redefine my perception of distance. Long-haul flights, for all their allure, come with their own set of challenges. Jet lag, that disorienting companion of transcontinental travel, loomed large in my mind. The thought of arriving in New York with my internal clock stuck on Alaskan time was daunting. I prepped myself with advice from seasoned travelers. Stay hydrated, avoid caffeine, and try to sleep during the flight. The time zone change was another hurdle. 5 hours from Alaska to New York meant leaping across multiple time zones, a temporal leap that promised to leave my head spinning. Still, the excitement outweighed the anxiety. Boarding the plane, I felt a familiar surge of anticipation. The cabin, a cocoon of hushed whispers and soft lighting, was surprisingly spacious. Finding my seat, I settled in, a silent promise to myself to embrace every moment of this unusual journey. The engines roared to life, a deep-throated hum that vibrated through the cabin. We taxied slowly, then picked up speed, hurtling down the runway with exhilarating force. The world outside became a blur of motion, buildings and trees shrinking into insignificance as we climbed higher and higher. Soon, we were above the clouds, bathed in the ethereal glow of the sun. The world below transformed into a mesmerizing tapestry of snow-capped peaks and winding rivers. It was a view I could get used to, a perspective that shifted my understanding of the world's vastness. The flight attendants, their movements practiced and graceful, began their service. I accepted a drink, my gaze drawn back to the window. The vastness of the sky, the sheer improbability of flight, filled me with a sense of wonder. We were suspended between heaven and earth, a tiny capsule hurtling across the continent at unimaginable speed. Section 4, a tapestry of landscapes. The hours passed in a blur of breathtaking scenery. From my vantage point, the world unfolded like a giant map come to life. I watched, captivated, as the icy landscapes of Alaska gave way to the emerald forests of the Pacific Northwest. The Rocky Mountains, a jagged spine of granite, sliced through the heart of the continent, their snow-capped peaks gleaming in the sunlight. Further east, the Great Plains stretched out like an endless green ocean, a testament to the sheer scale of the American landscape. As we approached our descent, the sun began its slow descent towards the horizon. The sky erupted in a blaze of color, a fiery farewell to the day. It was a breathtaking spectacle, a reminder of the raw beauty that exists beyond the confines of our daily lives. Section 5. Stories from 30,000 feet. Air travel, I've found, has a unique way of fostering connections. Confined within the metal tube, strangers become temporary companions, sharing stories and stolen glances. I struck up a conversation with the woman seated next to me, a seasoned traveler with a twinkle in her eye. She shared tales of far-flung destinations, her words painting vivid pictures in my mind. Across the aisle, a young family buzzed with excitement, their children's faces pressed against the windows, their eyes wide with wonder. The air crackled with a shared sense of adventure, a collective recognition of the extraordinary journey we were undertaking together. One particular encounter stayed with me. An elderly gentleman, his face etched with the wisdom of years, shared stories of his youth, a time when such a journey would have been unimaginable. His words were a reminder of how far we've come, a testament to the power of human ingenuity. Section 6. Reflections from the Sky. 5 hours. It seemed impossible, yet here we were, the bright lights of New York City twinkling below like a constellation of fallen stars. As the plane touched down, a wave of relief and exhilaration washed over me. We had traversed the vast expanse of the United States in the blink of an eye. The journey had been more than just a flight. It had been a testament to the power of human ingenuity. a reminder that distance is but an illusion. Looking out at the glittering cityscape, I couldn't help but reflect on the diversity and vastness of the country I call home. From the icy wilderness of Alaska to the bustling metropolis of New York, the American landscape unfolded with breathtaking variety. And I, thanks to the miracle of flight, had witnessed it all in the span of a single day. What stories do your own journeys hold?